This is a video that one of you guys recommended. This video is actually posted 2 days ago. Why does Fent feel good? Nigga, I just want to say we do not condone. We do not condone any of what this is, though. This has to be clickbait. Why is this shit called? Why does Fent feel good? How does it know if Fent feels good? You die. What the? Well, most of the time. I ain't gonna lie to you though, bro. Yo, this shirt has to be like an educational anti-Fent ad, bro.
Fentanyl must be amazing. Loads of people give up on everything that makes life good for it. Their loved ones, any other possessions or pursuits, homes, their dignity, and even their lives. But actually, fentanyl is garbage heroin, inferior in
Okay. Yo, W clickbait title.
Every single way but one.
W educational chat.
It's the perfect drug for dealers. And while we hear a lot about how deadly fentanyl is, many people it kills are not even fentanyl addicts. It's truly the dumbest drug to ruin your life for.
Nigga said thanks for showing this video, Ryan. I'm gonna take come on, bro.
Let's know what fentanyl does to you, what it feels like, and why it's so much lamer than heroin.
Hello?
Pain and pleasure.
Hello?
He said lamer than heroin. I mean, hey, bruh.
Maybe the two most important forces that guide our survival are pain and pleasure. Pain may be the most visceral physical experience. A claw ripping your flesh, a bone cracking, rejection eating your soul. Pain can be scary and unbearable. It's the strongest signal our bodies have to make us avoid harm. Pleasure is what makes life good because it feels, well, amazing. Eating things that are sweet or high fat, having sex, or opening another booster pack with your friends. Anything that makes you feel pleasure makes you want to do it again. These two opposing forces guide you through life.
Pleasure though, bruh?
That is such a bad question.
No, because y'all don't even have to be taken the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Besides y'all niggas, y'all gooning niggas. Besides y'all gooning niggas.
Look, I knew that was going to happen. Why did you ask them that?
Heroin, okay? Sports, like stuff like that, though. Going outside. You streaming, sleeping.
90% of the chat is gooning.
That's not good, chat. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually bad precedents that we set. Making music, W
makes
music,
you want to do
W
it
hobbies.
These two opposing forces guide you through life. Pain shouts, "Stop, this is bad." Pleasure cheers, "More, do that again." But while they are opposites, they're also linked. Sometimes our body needs to end pain and create pleasure at the same time. After giving birth, pain gets toned down and the mother is showered in happy hormones so she can bond with the newborn child. During an intense hunt, the hunter forgets the physical exhaustion and minor injuries. Both are technically not great experiences, but need to be repeated for our survival. And nature invented a powerful mechanism to achieve this: the mighty opioid receptor. It's like a keyhole on the neurons that control pain and pleasure. If activated, it reduces pain and how much you care about pain.
Bro said being your with alcohol is a mix of pain and pleasure. You know, chat, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of y'all with gooning addictions, and just off the chat, this is a very serious topic, right? We're learning, right? You're talking about pain and pleasure. So from an educational standpoint, if you want to go ahead and beat your gooning addiction, still meet with hand sanitizer once. Realistically. In GTA, right? Because the thing is though, bruh, as soon as a little bit get in your pee-pee hole, all you hear is ah! Like you never gonna want to do anything related to meat beating again. It's realistic.
Hey.
He's just talking about pain and pleasure.
Hey, but look. How do you know this? How did you come across this information? Where are you going? Hey.
Well, let me show you. I know you're a visual learner anyway. Nigga, Dante dual wielded too, bro. It is what it is, though. Huh? Come on, man. Come on.
And it creates pleasure and good feelings. The details are complex and not relevant for this story. What you need to know is that any molecule that can fit into an opioid receptor like a key is called an opioid. Opioids are extremely powerful, so when your body uses natural opioids like endorphins when you laugh, it releases only a tiny amount exactly where they're needed. So the effects are mild and localized. Your sprained ankle feels better, a painful memory subsides, you get a boost of happiness meeting an old friend. And now we're getting to drugs. Humans found opioids in nature like morphine and were quite taken by them. They got refined into a whole family of drugs used in hospitals and to relieve patients that are in immense pain. Codeine, OxyContin, Vicodin, and of course, heroin, and the worst of all, fentanyl. Before we can explain why fentanyl is the most garbage drug, we need to do something fun. Let's inject some heroin together.
Hell,
nigga, no. What the f are you talking about? No. What do you know?
We will not be doing
I don't think we will. What the hell?
No.
You got that.
Ready? The supernova of pleasure. Heroin rushes through your entire body and flips every opioid receptor it finds. A rapid cascade of things happens everywhere all at once. A symphony of intense sensations. Every cell regulating pleasure is now high. Without their control, floodgates of happy hormones open and fill you up top to bottom with pure bliss. A cup of coffee, a nectar of joy. This song you like, a celestial symphony. A cuddle, pure love from the center of the universe. Wherever you felt pain before, from wounds or aching joints or menstrual cramps or loneliness or self-loathing, it's gone now. You are simply unable to feel pain or care about it anymore. Like dimming the lights in a cozy room, your brain's alert system is put to sleep and you feel at ease, warm and serene. Any stress melts away and dissolves into a dreamlike haze. You're no longer worried or tense about anything. This peace even spreads to your essential organs, slowing your breath, soothing and slowing your intestines.
What's good? Nah, Leak, I'm not HCL right now, though, gang. You
like
over there?
Gentle waves of a quiet shore. You're sailing a sea of calm and happiness that feels perfect and eternal. The full load of a strong opioid like heroin for the very first time is one of the most amazing feelings humans can experience.
Why is he advertising this? Because he's going to go and be like, however, using heroin will cause your penis to invert and blow up on itself and cause your nipples to turn into grenades that constantly blow up every 0.5 second of a second.
So you'd be like Bakugo. That's not that bad.
I mean, I don't know, man.
If you learn how to use it, you'd be alright.
He's trying to like bring it up so he can tell y'all like why it is bad and
He's
shit
taking
like
too long bringing it up.
He done my he is gassing himself. This nigga is going on a water.
For a few hours, you're in heaven. And this is exactly the problem. Your brain is not equipped to handle anything like it. You feel too good. But nothing lasts forever, and now you're in trouble. You just experienced the best feeling you ever felt. Your brain's reward center is completely fried and can't comprehend what happened.
Yo, Leak, next time I'm down over there, though, bro, I hit you, though, bro. I didn't even know you right there.
It has to be amazing for your survival, and you should do it again. Except, you can never ever feel this good again. This will be your peak life moment forever. You may forever chase this feeling you had this very first time. And now you're back in the regular world, with your insecurities, where your knee hurts, regular tasting coffee, and having to work hard for happy hormones. Comparison is the thief of joy, and now you have your life to compare to a supernova of bliss.
Damn, Chad, it is crazy. Comparison is the thief of joy, though, bro. The quickest way to make yourself sad is compare yourself to the next nigga, though, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, though. Unfortunately, niggas do it all the time. I feel like low-key it's impossible not to compare yourself to another person, bro.
It's just something you have to regulate. It's not something that you can like stop yourself from doing. It's like you're a human.
That shit bro, that shit's like the worst thing. It's really, really bad, bro, but you literally cannot stop yourself.
That actually happened to me recently, nigga, with skating, nigga. I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm alright at skating, but I was looking at other niggas skate. I was like, I can't do that. And I was like, can't do that, but bro. I can skate. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that bad.
I don't never do hard drugs. Yeah, hell no. Yeah, never do hard drugs and shit like that. But it's like,
don't do drugs, kids.
Just in life, though, chat, sometimes just we find ourselves seeing what the next nigga is going to, especially chat in the era where everybody is making money and shit like that, though, bro. You look at people who are younger than you making money, people who are around your age group who are doing this, and this. Like, damn, this nigga got a job. He got a girlfriend, though, bro. He rich, nigga. He got a Ferrari, and I'm stuck at this age, and I'm doing this, and this. Like, people really, like, bro, nigga, I do that shit all the time sometimes. I'm not gonna hold you, though, bro. But, like, it's not good, and you should definitely regulate it. But, like, Chad, just understand that sometimes it just happens. But just try to, like, you know, always try to keep it mitigated. Yeah, for sure. Addicted to air, W-air.
W-air.
But you rich? But, nigga, I'm not gonna lie. Let's say y'all thought that I was rich, right? Nigga, Elon Musk richer than me. You know what I'm saying? Elon Musk, Elon Musk richer than me. I'm not gonna hold it again. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's just,
Indescribable feeling comes with a damage to your sense of life and self that may be irreparable. And this is not even the worst. Opioids are incredibly addictive, and the addiction among the worst you can have. The supernova of pain. Once you've taken opioids a few times, your brain has had enough. The cells controlling pain and pleasure are constantly high and drowsy, so it boosts them and makes them hyperactive. This happens very fast, sometimes after a few days of use. You've developed an opioid tolerance, toning down all the nice effects you're doing the drugs to achieve. To feel like before, you'll need way higher doses.
That's
now,
so niggas be taking heroin. And Galaxy guys, I'm glad that shit fell off. Galaxy guys, bro, I think it brought you maybe instant, but the fall off was way quicker, bro. Niggas be taking Galaxy guys, like, bro, it's really something wrong with a lot of y'all motherfuckers out. Niggas who do hard drugs, there's something wrong with y'all, bro.
Achieve. To feel like before, you'll need way higher doses. Now, you're at a crossroads. Quit and have your system go back to normal fairly quickly, or keep going and take more. You take the wrong turn. Over the next few weeks, your brain keeps pushing back and you keep taking more. The effects are not quite what they were, but still mildly nice. Until one day, you can't get opioids and realize your body is now your enemy. Your systems are so hyperactive that they make you feel the opposite of what the drug was doing. Welcome to withdrawal. It all starts with a creeping unease. Instead of being euphoric and happy, nothing feels good anymore. Your coffee is tasteless, your favorite song lame, your loved ones distant. A storm of negative emotions shatters your sea of calm. Serenity is replaced by anxiety and angst, like something terrible is imminent. Your worries, insecurities, and all the fears you suppressed aren't just back, but amplified into an existential crisis. You're so restless you can't sit still. Your heart is beating too fast. You shiver, sweat, hyperventilate. Your pain circuits are now oversensitive, so your bones and muscles ache and hurt for no reason. Old wounds, physical and mental, torture you. You have belly cramps and diarrhea and have to vomit. You're too agitated to rest. A war inside your body that you can't escape. And of course, there's the craving, screaming for you to make it stop. Your mind and body beg for a hit. You can be in this state for up to 2 weeks, or make it stop right away. Okay, so why not just take heroin forever and feel amazing always? The fun thing is that it doesn't work this way. You get tolerant to the nice effects like euphoria faster than to the bad ones like dangerously slow breathing. So it turns from touching the love center of the universe to mostly drowsy numbness and relief from...
That's how Rye feels in those Fent clips. I've never taken Fent ever. I've never actually taken no hard drug ever. I'm not gonna cat to you, gang.
Withdrawal.
Pepto-Bismol.
Now you don't take opiates to get to heaven, but to avoid hell. You're in a prison of your mind and body, unable to connect with all the things that could actually make you feel good. Opioid addiction is brutal and extremely hard to escape. It should be pretty clear that you need to be extremely careful with any opioids, and if you have the chance to do it for fun, just don't. There's a very real risk that your life might just be over, and that you'll go through hell. Now that we've seen the heaven and hell of heroin, we can get to fentanyl, the garbage drug.
So, fentanyl, bro was saying that about heroin, bro. So imagine how bad Fent is, though, bro.
Is really garbage.
I think I'm not gonna lie. I think if you take Fent, bro, you just didn't love life, bro. I think you just wanted a way to take yourself out, though, bro.
Heroin. Everything we just described is true in different intensities for most opioids. They can be great. All of them can be hell. Heroin is just sort of the strongest, except it isn't. Fentanyl is around 50 times more potent than heroin, but that doesn't mean 50 times more amazing. Quite the opposite. Fentanyl is extremely good at crossing the blood-brain barrier, the firewall that protects your brain from harmful substances. It enters your brain so easily that you get from 0 to extremely high almost instantly. But just as fast as it enters, it leaves again. A heroin high can last 6 hours. One from fentanyl can fade in minutes. Fentanyl doesn't feel as good as heroin. Instead of a supernova of bliss, you mostly get the black hole of nodding away. But it comes with all the withdrawal symptoms.
Isn't it crazy, bro, that there are police officers who walked in and encountered fent, bro? And even if you just even encounter that shit and smell a little bit, bro, you're cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Like, niggas just die, bro. Even if you even come into contact with that shit, though, bro. Like, you'll just die off that shit, bro. If that high doesn't happen, bro, you're just dead.
Bonus, because fentanyl acts so quickly on your brain, it fries your reward center even more, making it even more addictive than heroin. And since you only need so little of it, it's super easy to overdose and die by accident. It's the deadliest illegal drug in US history by far. Between 2013 and 2020,
spawn into, bro. 15 years ago, niggas was not doing fent.
Real talk. It just popped up and started packing people up.
They doing. I'm having this theory about the planet, China, bro. They've been doing like updates, like Fortnite updates for a while, bro. Like, again, because what happened to bath salts? They decreased the bath salt spawn rate by 85% and increased fent by at least like 70% though, bro. The spawn rate and shit like that. CIA planted it. Like, they just do that a lot. Like, things we don't see, like the crate challenge. They despawn that. The motherfucking fidget spinners, they despawn that by like 60%. You still see it sometimes, but they despawn that shit a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
One of those on her dresser.
Are you serious? Nigga, the despawn rate went down like tremendously. Supreme, the despawn rate went down by like 50%.
Yeah, Supreme is gone.
I ain't gonna hold up, bro. It's just some things like, nigga, Galaxy gas, nigga, that's 100% spawn rate decreased. It shit don't exist no more. I'm not gonna lie, shit just gone, and nobody is asking why. It shit just disappeared.
Nigga said Among Us. Hey, that's a fact.
Shit, I think it's lying. Nigga, I played Among Us today. My nigga was fucking
Gazer.
Bro. Like, no, ain't no gazer chat. They are literally like, bro, there's a despawn and spawn rate, bro. And they're despawning shit out. Niggas don't ask no questions though, bro. I'm just telling y'all though, bro. Why be in the mirror?
It killed about 400,000 Americans. Fentanyl really is garbage heroin. Too dangerous, too intense, too addictive, too little fun. But then why are so many people taking it? Well, actually, nobody wants to. Fentanyl is not for users, it's for dealers. The house always wins. Fentanyl is a drug dealer's dream. One truckload could supply the entire US for 1 year. It's cheap to make and easy to smuggle. Heroin needs plants and fields and way more space. So garbage fentanyl just took over the heroin supply. It might have seemed great for heroin addicts at first, and then its trap snapped close. While some people may seek out fentanyl specifically, several studies have found that most opioid users try to avoid it. Even worse, a lot of people who die from fentanyl don't take it willingly. Dealers want people to come back for their product.
Putting that shit in everything. That's why you gotta be careful. Niggas putting fent in weed. Lacing it in weed, bro. Heroin, crack, baby oil, nigga. The motherfucking goddamn Kroger meals, bro. You gotta be careful. Nigga, I'm not gonna hold, bro. They ain't talk about it in the Diddy case because y'all ain't get to that season yet, bro. But when I get to season 3, episode 5, though, the Diddy case, though, bro, he talks how he's lacing the motherfucking baby oil with motherfucking fentanyl so they can get that shit through the skin. When they get to that part, though, bro, that shit gonna catch you off guard, though. It definitely did for me, though, bro. How do you know? Y'all just haven't gotten to the episode. That's spoiler, okay? L spoiler, my bad. L spoiler, my bad.
And by adding fentanyl, don't take it willingly. Dealers want people to come back for their product. And by adding a tiny trace of fentanyl to any drug, they can make it more addictive. Even if people don't realize they took an opioid, they'll feel its effects. So dealers started to mix all kinds of drugs with fentanyl, turning the entire US drug market into a minefield where any trip can be your last. Because way too often, they put a bit too much in their mixes. In 2022, the combination with pills, often counterfeit oxycodone and benzodiazepines, accounted for about 20% of all fentanyl deaths. In 2023, the US authorities seized 115 million pills with fentanyl. 70% contained a lethal dose. About half of fentanyl overdoses came where you expected the least, from stimulants like cocaine and meth. A lot of people may have taken these mixes on purpose, but many others just wanted to party and weren't ready for an opioid surprise. This is especially dangerous because if you've never tried opioids, you can overdose very easily. Fentanyl really has no upsides outside medical use. For dealers and cartels, it means easy profit. For users, it means a worse opioid addiction and a worse life. For people who would never ever try it, it can be a death sentence they didn't see coming. No matter how alluring they are, using opioids...
That's why I couldn't take street pills, though, bro. You playing Russian roulette with if it's Fen or not, though, bro. Like, that's what's fucking on. And then if you get the Fen, bro.
Insane.
Bro, if that has a 99 success rate of death, bro.
Even in safe settings, is playing with fire on the best of days. Fentanyl is a garbage drug that turns this fire into a raging furnace, increasing the risk of death massively. There's really only one conclusion to draw here. If you have the choice, don't step into the supernova of pleasure, because the danger of it turning into a supernova of pain is just too high. Getting to the root of an issue requires looking at all sides. And
that's where our sponsor comes in from EduBirdie. EduBirdie is a free service that includes different languages, different discussions and shit like that, though. My friend over here, he speaks 10 different languages. Go ahead and talk real quick.
I was going to say something, but I don't know what to say that won't get me canceled.
That was a good educational video, though, bro. That was very educational, chat. Despite the title, don't do no fentanyl, chat. Don't do no fentanyl, bro. It's not going to end well and shit like those, bro. You feel me? Don't do it, bro.
Don't do drugs at all.
Yeah, don't do drugs at all, though, chat. Don't do drugs at all like that, though, bro. And don't take Pepto-Bismol either. That shit is ass. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, though, if y'all watch this, go to the live channel, Twist Blue Ride in the description. Come to the stream, cut to the motherfucking stream and shit like those. But yeah, IBBG.